Pluto's classification has undergone significant changes since its discovery in 1930. From being recognized as the ninth planet in the solar system to being reclassified as a dwarf planet in 2006, Pluto's status has been a subject of ongoing debate among astronomers and the public alike. This video explores the history of Pluto's classification, the scientific discoveries that influenced its status, and the implications of its reclassification. Pluto was discovered on February 18, 1930, by astronomer Clyde Tombaugh at the Lowell Observatory in Flagstaff, Arizona. The discovery was the result of a systematic search for a ninth planet, often referred to as Planet X, which had been hypothesized to explain irregularities in the orbits of Uranus and Neptune. When Pluto was first observed, its small size and faint appearance made it difficult to characterize. However, given that no other similar objects had been identified in the outer solar system at the time, Pluto was classified as the ninth planet. Its name was chosen through a public contest, with Pluto suggested by an 11-year-old girl, Venetia Burney, in reference to the Roman god of the underworld. Soon after its discovery, astronomers began to suspect that Pluto might be different from the other planets in the solar system. Its brightness and motion suggested that it was much smaller than initially assumed. By the 1970s, improved observational techniques indicated that Pluto's mass was only about 1/500th that of Earth, significantly smaller than any of the other planets. Additionally, its orbit was highly elliptical and tilted relative to the plane of the solar system, setting it apart from the other known planets. A major breakthrough came in 1978, when astronomer James Christie discovered Pluto's largest moon, Charon. By studying Charon's orbit, astronomers were able to make a more precise calculation of Pluto's mass, confirming that it was indeed much smaller than previously believed. At about 0.2% the mass of Earth, Pluto was even less massive than Earth's moon. This finding raised further doubts about its planetary status. In the early 1990s, astronomers began discovering numerous small, icy bodies beyond Neptune, forming a region known as the Kuiper Belt. This region was theorized to exist as early as the 1950s, but direct evidence only emerged decades later. The discovery of these Kuiper Belt objects, KBOs, suggested that Pluto might not be unique, but rather part of a larger population of similar objects. One of the most significant discoveries was made in 2005, when astronomers found Eris, a trans-Neptunian object with a mass slightly greater than Pluto's. This finding posed a major challenge to Pluto's status as a planet. If Pluto was considered a planet, then should Eris also be classified as one? This discovery intensified the debate about the definition of a planet and whether Pluto should still be classified as one. The increasing number of KBO discoveries led the International Astronomical Union, IAU, to reconsider the definition of a planet. In August 2006, the IAU introduced a formal definition which stated that a celestial body must meet 3 criteria to be classified as a planet. It must orbit the Sun, it must be massive enough for its gravity to shape it into a nearly round form, and it must have cleared its orbital neighborhood of other debris. Pluto met the first 2 criteria, but failed the third, as it shares its orbital region with other objects in the Kuiper Belt. Consequently, Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet, a new category of celestial bodies that included Pluto, Eris, and other similar objects. The IAU's decision was met with mixed reactions. Many astronomers supported the new classification, arguing that it was based on sound scientific reasoning. Others, however, criticized the decision, arguing that the definition of a planet was too restrictive and that Pluto's historical significance should have been considered. The public response was even more dramatic. Many people, especially in the United States where Pluto had been discovered, were disappointed or even outraged by its demotion. The decision sparked debates, petitions, and even legislative efforts, in some U.S. states to symbolically recognize Pluto as a planet. Since Pluto's reclassification, further studies have deepened our understanding of its characteristics. In 2015, NASA's New Horizons spacecraft provided the most detailed images and data on Pluto, revealing a complex and geologically active world with mountains, plains, and an atmosphere. This mission reignited discussions about whether Pluto should be reconsidered as a planet. Some astronomers, including Alan Stern, the principal investigator of the New Horizons mission, have argued that Pluto should still be classified as a planet. They propose a broader definition of a planet based solely on an object's intrinsic properties rather than its ability to clear its orbit. Despite ongoing debates, Pluto remains classified as a dwarf planet. However, its reclassification has sparked important discussions about how we define planets and how scientific classification evolves over time. Pluto's demotion has also highlighted the dynamic nature of planetary science, demonstrating that our understanding of the solar system continues to grow with new discoveries. While Pluto may no longer be considered the ninth planet, its significance in both scientific and cultural contexts remains undeniable. It continues to be a subject of fascination for astronomers and the public alike, proving that even a small world on the outskirts of the solar system can have a big impact on our understanding of the universe.